Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm continuing this movie review situation, and so today I figured I would review The Kitchen, which just came out in theaters four days ago or something. I went and saw it right away. And so I watched the trailer first, and I was a little underwhelmed. You know, we have just gotten a lot of reiterations of this 50s, 60s housewife situation, and it's just getting a little tired and old. And so I wasn't necessarily looking forward to this movie, but I saw that Elizabeth Moss and Melissa McCarthy, love her, are in it. And I found it was a little bit odd that Elizabeth Moss was doing a movie. Um, it's like you model for a long time and you just all of a sudden want to get into movies. I just find that a little bit odd. But I guess maybe like it's one of those situations where you do something for so long and you just get a little bit tired of it. And so I was interested to see how that would work out. But so I went and saw the movie, and the movie started off the way I expected it to, kind of that stereotypical, you know, ditzy housewife who can't do anything, needs her husband 24/7 kind of thing, taking care of the children. And then I just kind of get a complete 180. And I don't want to spoil anything big, but I'm sure there's information out already about this. But so one of the housewives, played by the Elizabeth Moss woman, is in her kitchen cooking one evening, and she hears this rumbling from the refrigerator. So she decides to go check it out. And I was like, sitting there in my seat being like, I wonder where this is going to go. Like what could be in the fridge. Like this could end up like serial killer route, or she finds out that her husband has been like Jeffrey Dahmer situation, like throwing people in his freezer type situation. But she goes over there, she opens the fridge, and kind of like this whole another dimension just like comes out of the fridge, and she's just bombarded by these memories of her past, her present, and her future, which is just exciting. And the things that she saw were not the things that she had envisioned. She had a past, and I don't want to get too far into that, but she's reliving all of those memories again. And the future isn't necessarily what she was seeing for herself, which is really exciting. So we kind of go through this whole situation where she's exploring this other dimension, this other time period, these timelines, and all of this stuff. And she just kind of rediscovers herself as a human being, a woman, a housewife, all of those kind of identities. She plays around with them. So where Melissa McCarthy comes in, she's there for the comedy relief. She's always that kind of person. So she's the best friend of Elizabeth Moss and her character. So she comes in those moments where, we kind of need those moments to pick up. So she comes over to Elizabeth Moss's character's house and just tells her like all the stuff that the children have been doing that day, throwing their diapers in her face, all that stuff, But yeah, once again, Melissa McCarthy, fantastic performance. She always is in those roles. You can always count on her. So it was exciting to see this kind of thing go for this character. thing is, sitting there in my seat, there were little moments of inspiration that I got. Maybe a little bit more inspiration than was intended. I'm not saying like ripped off, but there's a lot of inspiration from other films. You know what I mean? So overall, I think this movie did check all the boxes that you want in this type of a movie. Was it anything reinventing the wheel? Was it extraordinary? Was it revolutionary? Not at all. Not at all. But they did tie in some of those kind of nods to old cinema, which I always love. You know, people like me yearn for those old days of old cinema and the things that they stood for. I mean, misogyny, sexual assault, all that stuff. Not today, but like, you know what I mean. I am gonna give this movie a 6 out of 10, just because, like I said, I think there was too much inspiration taken, but I liked the different approach. That was probably the only positive side. Elizabeth Moss's character Elizabeth Moss should probably stick to modeling, I have to say. She was not the best actress, and let's just say no Oscars coming her way. Not at all. But yeah, I guess that concludes my review of The Kitchen, and I don't know. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree? Either one, I'm fine with. But yeah, let me know below what you thought of the movie if you go and see it. Even if it's a bad movie, I still encourage you to go see a movie. You escape the world for a little bit, which is always nice. That's what I like to do. So, yeah, subscribe if you want to see more, and see you guys later.